Hey guys, so I'm back to do the rice. Yay, right? The salmon cakes are actually cooking. They smell so wonderful. All right, so right to the pot. Okay, it's high heat. I have about 4 tablespoons of the canola oil. I have those beans that you see me use before, the black beans that have all that good olive oil, bell peppers, and onions. I still add in some extra onions. All right. Medium high is pretty good once you get everything in there. However, the pork, I'm sorry, 1 second here. The pork that I use, the rib porks, are these ones from Redner's. Very simple. I chop these bad boys up. I rip them in half with the bone to put them into this wild rice. Cool, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn that down since I'm still talking here. This is what they look like when you buy them. They're long pieces, okay? And like I said, in between there's a soft spot. You can break them. That's what I do, and I throw them into my rice. So the first thing I do is I crack my beans, all right? That's the first thing I throw in is my beans. And the reason why, because these have a lot of juice and stuff in them. A lot of good stuff, so I want that to marinate with that, with those rib porks, right? All right. So this is what they should look like when you break them. Very pretty, nice chunks, right in half. It's perfect for this pot. So again, if you follow the recipe, you shouldn't have a problem with everything coming out the way it should. So I go ahead and I dip those in. Right in there with the beans. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pieces. I have 11 pieces here. Goes great with this rice, wild rice. And the reason why I call it my wild rice is because I put meat in it. I put sofrito and all those good juicy flavors. I put those black Goya beans. I put onions. So that's why I call it my wild rice. And I have plenty of different wild rices that I do, by the way. All right. So I already had these chopped up. Got something there. I already have these chopped up very beautifully. Big chunks. You don't want to use dices. Big chunks for this wild rice. That's why it's a wild rice. Throw that right on top of that meat and those beautiful beans. And you want to make sure this is on a high, a super high, because we want that meat to cook really, you know, not quickly with love, but at the same time you want to give it a kick so that way you can get that rice in there. You're going to do a 1/3 of sofrito. This is my spoon. This is my 1/3 spoon. Like I said, I cook different every day. I just cleaned all my little Pioneer measuring cups, so I don't want to have to go through that again. I want to keep it moving. All right, but this is considered a 1/3, just so you know. So you're going to do a 1/3 of olives. Get some of that juice in there too, of the olives. So there you have it, 1/3 again. Okay, you're going to do 1 packet of that chicken powder, which is the same stuff that I use to do the pasteles. I use this a lot. A lot of us Latin women use this a lot. All right. So you're only doing 1 packet of that. My daughter should be here any minute. You're going to do 2 packets of the salsón, just the regular salsón. And you're good to go. Voila. That is it. You're going to let this rock out before you put the rice in. You're going to make sure that meat is cooked to perfection. And then, yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Yummy, yummy. All right, and you're going to make sure, I'm getting a little messy here. You're going to make sure you marinate that, put all, mix it in really good. I'll bring it up to you so you can see what it looks like. In the beginning of my YouTube channel, I did a beef stew rice, chunks of beef stew. I hate seeing my kitchen messy when I drop little stuff. Anyway, if you go way back when I first started my YouTube channel, You know, you kind of cringe a little bit, but I think I did very well for the first time. You will see that I did a beautiful, beautiful beef stew rice. And it is just the same thing I'm doing here, like a wild rice. However, that wild rice is different because this one has that pork rib. So that's the only difference. It's just what kind of meat you're playing with, right? Okay, so that's pretty much it. Same thing, different ingredients, of course, because I don't use the same ingredients for every wild rice that I do. But if you go back, I believe it's my second video, or maybe my first. It might have been my first video. Oh, God. Yeah, I think it was my first video. All right, I'm getting some love here. Anyway, so that is, you know, this is something so simple you could do. I'm going to bring this up to you, okay? What I do after this, I add 16 ounces of water. Once I add that water, I put a lid on it and I let it rock out. Okay? So, of course, I always do the brave thing for you guys on a high heat at that. And see, that's what it should look like a stew. And I know that's what I said in my other video because whenever I do my wild rice, this is what it looks like before I add in the rice. So, there you have it. All we have to do now is just add in, and I believe my daughter just came in. Hi, baby. It's my girl. Mommy's recording, okay, sweetie? So give me a minute, and then we'll head up to Daddy's, okay? All right. So, you want to say hi to the camera, Star? This is my white sugar cookie, my girl.
So it's your girl, white sugar cookie.
My baby. Mwah. All right, baby, go relax for a little bit, okay? Play the game. I don't care what you do, just let me cook. All right, so 16 ounces of water. So yeah, we can use this water, sink water. I don't trust sink water, I never do, but if you're boiling it, what do I say in all my videos? You're actually cleaning the water out itself. All right, so there you have it. Beautiful. All right, so let that just rock out. Let it do its work. I'm gonna shoot this video out to you, and then I'm gonna add the rice in. I'll probably show you that really quickly before I take off and take my kids up to their dad. I'm gonna let that rock out on a very low heat, which is gonna work out perfect. My timing is always great when it comes to my food. So, like my man says, my timing's not good with other things, but when it comes to my food, you best better believe it. All right, so I'll see you guys in a little bit with the next video before I head out. All right, and again, thanks for watching. You guys are great.